Hey there, it's Amelia. Today I am so excited to show you how to crochet your own key strap. This project is really simple and so easy to do. And the great thing about it is that once you have your key strap, you can put your keys on like a bracelet, and it can help you be more hands-free when you're busy. So let's make one together.
To get started making my key strap, I'm just going to take the swivel hook out so that I can handle it. And I'm going to use the specific width of mine to make my strap. I want the strap to be about as wide as this. And so I'm going to take my E-hook, create a slip knot using my yarn, and I'm just going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to skip this first chain from the hook, go into the second one, and single crochet in every remaining chain for a total of 5. Okay. All right, and I'm just going to go right into row 2 as well. You can use a turning chain, but if you'll notice, I actually did not. I want the sides of this strap to be nice and tight. And since I'm doing single crochet, it's short enough that if it works out well for you, you can forgo using a turning chain altogether. Okay. There are my first 2 rows of 5 stitches. So now that this is set up, you can continue doing rows of single crochet until the strap is long enough. And I'm going to go ahead and continue to do these without turning chains. So just continue to follow each row by doing 5 single crochet. Let me get that out of the way. 5 single crochet and turn. It's very simple. So that was row 3. Let's keep going, row 4, and I'm just going to keep track of how many rows this is, and the pattern will reflect the total number. But you're going to continue so that you get a nice, fairly tight strap like this. There is a little bit of stretch to it. That'll depend a little bit on the yarn that you use, but you can keep going with as many rows as you need. All right, I'm all done with the strap. I went ahead and did 60 total rows. You can adjust this if you want to make a key strap that is a little bit different, a little bit longer or shorter, but I did this so I can wear it on my wrist and there's not a whole lot of extra, and that was 60 rows for me. Now we're going to finish this. I've got my swivel hook right here, and what I'm going to do as part of this pattern is I'm going to go ahead and put this on the swivel hook. See how nicely it fits? And then I'm going to finish off the strap by putting the ends together, and I'm going to slip stitch through both ends. So almost as though I'm doing a whole nother row, I'm going to go well under the top here so that it really catches. We're going to try to make this as strong as we can. So I'm going to do a row of slip stitches here. Trying to maintain nice even tension to get a nice clean edge here. Get that end out of the way and try to get it in the corner. Some clean. Okay, so we've got it in, and we've got our swivel hook inside of the loop that we've made now, essentially. Now to finish this, we want to keep the swivel hook at the end. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to work my working yarn down just a tad. I'm going to keep the swivel hook at the very end, and I'm going to make another row of slip stitches right here. I'm not even going to cut my yarn, although you can do that if you want. But to move it down, I'm just going to put maybe 1 slip stitch in the edge here, maybe 2. And I'm going to get this so I can see it and hopefully you can see it really, really well. And keeping this centered on the seam that we just did, I'm just going to go right across here and go through both layers of my strap, pull the yarn through, and slip stitch again. So it's not that I'm trying to get into an exact row of stitches here, but I am trying to do a straight seam across. Okay, and that's very, very quick, as you can see. On the other side, it looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and bind it off now. And pull through. That looks really, really nice and tight. I think for weaving in these ends, I will go ahead and use a tapestry needle here and get both of these. And what I'm going to do with these ends is I'm just going to try to weave them in really well right here at the top where the swivel hook is. Just back and forth a few times just to hide them. And give ourselves a nice clean finish. I don't want weaving in the ends to tighten this up very much though, like it's apt to do. That's why you see me tugging it back out. I want the strap to look nice and even and not like it's all gathered up at the top. So let me just go ahead and put this, get this threaded, and do the other side here. And this process is really quite easy. That's what makes this such a fun pattern. Okay. All right, I think I'll just stop there. All right. Now our key strap is done. Let's see what it looks like with some keys.